Welcome to Mrs. K's running app. As fall moves on and the weather gets cooler, I need to figure out what to wear on my daily run. Your job is to write a program. When Mrs. Cascadden runs, she needs to determine whether or not she needs to add a jacket and hat and or gloves to wear on her run. If the temperature is above 50 degrees, I will not add anything extra to my run. If the temperature is below 50 degrees, but there's really no wind, I still will not add anything extra to my run. But if the temperature is below 50 degrees and the wind is more than 7 miles per hour, I'm going to add a jacket to my gear for my run. If the temperature is 42 degrees or below, along with the jacket, I will also add hat and gloves, regardless of the wind speed. In this program, you'll write a program that will determine whether or not I need to wear a jacket or add hat and gloves to my run. In your user interface, you will input the air temperature and the wind speed. You will display with a thoughtful prompt whether or not I need to add a jacket to my run and whether or not I need to add hat or gloves to my run. For grading this program, you will demonstrate the understanding of an if-else decision structure. You will demonstrate effective test data application. Be sure to test for invalid values. Remember, temperatures can dip into negative numbers, but wind speeds cannot. Demonstrate troubleshooting and desk checking capabilities as needed for a successful program. Demonstrate a user-friendly application with a quality interface. Your requirements will be to submit a completed version of your Python file into the Canvas assignment by Friday, December 15th. You will include the name of at least one classmate that signed off your program. Include this in the documentation statements at the top of your program. Document any problems that you incurred and if you collaborated with a classmate to overcome any of your problems. That includes collaboration with me. Part 2 will be to complete a sequence and selection prompt like you did in our last activity with the Google Doc where you clipped pieces of code and then explained the code that you clipped. You will capture and paste a program code segment that you developed in the running app that will implement the concept of sequence. Explain how you know it is sequencing and why it matters specifically to your program. Second, you'll capture and paste a program code segment that you developed in the running app that implements the concept of selection. Explain how you know it is selection and why it matters specifically to your program. This part of the assignment is also due Friday, December 15th. Please don't hesitate to ask questions. Email me if I'm not in class to get clarification on the assignment.